Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week. Victor's new secret, Desperate Daniel, and two big returns. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week's episodes of the hit CBS soap tease big trouble, big moves, and big returns. November sweeps are on the horizon. Ahead of the pivotal month, Y&R is shaking things up with some twists fans never saw coming. The aftermath of Heather's Veil Bloom death will be a focus well into sweeps month. Victor, Eric Braden, and his game-playing ways are also front center, creating so much chaos. Here's what's happening next week on The Young and the Restless. This week, Daniel Michael Graziadei became suspect number 1 in Heather's death. However, Mama Bear Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, figured out in a hot second that the setup has Sharon case, written all over it. After a heart-to-heart with his father, Danny Michael Damian, Daniel pressures Sharon to come clean. When Sharon feels back into a corner, Cameron Lyndon Ashby pushes her to take drastic measures to keep her secret. Meanwhile, Christine Laura Lee Bell returns to town to help Daniel, while Phyllis does damage control to save her son. In the process, Phyllis loses patience with Nick Joshua Morrow as they fight about Sharon and Daniel. The mustache seems to have his hand in everything these days. Next week, Victor has another secret that involves the wedding of Abby Melissa Ordway and Devon Brighton James. Speaking of Devon, he gets an earful from his soon-to-be father-in-law that he didn't need or want. In an interesting turn of events, Victor sets his sights on bringing Diane, Susan Walters, over to his side in his revenge plot against Jack, Peter Bergman. Over with Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, she extends an olive branch to Lily, Crystal Khalil, and we all know that's not going to go well. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Chelsea Melissa Claire Agan wastes no time giving Adam, Mark Grossman, a much-needed reality check. Jack delivers bad news to Tracy, Beth Maitland, and all signs point to it being about the state of his marriage to Diane. We must admit that Diane and Jack's marriage suddenly exploding seems very fishy and reeks of this being part of some master plan. All of this, plus Billy and Jack mend fences, and Nate, seen Dominic, goes the extra mile to help Audra, Zulika Silver, out of a tricky situation. Next week on The Young and the Restless, Genoa City is set to be rocked by jaw-dropping revelations, emotional turmoil, and unexpected reunions. As secrets simmer beneath the surface, the stakes are higher than ever, and the drama is about to reach a fever pitch. Brace yourselves for a week full of heart-pounding moments as Victor's new scheme takes shape. Daniel's desperation hits new heights, and two long-anticipated returns shake things up. Victor's new secret. Victor Newman has always been the master of keeping everyone on their toes, and next week, he's back to his old tricks with a brand new secret that threatens to turn the lives of his family upside down. After months of appearing to lay low, Victor has been secretly working on something that only a few select people are aware of, and the consequences could be monumental. Victoria has been concerned that her father hasn't been his usual powerful self lately, sensing that something is brewing. She's determined to uncover what's going on, especially after overhearing a cryptic phone conversation Victor has with a mysterious figure. Victoria confronts him, but Victor deflects with his usual cool demeanor, insisting that everything is under control. However, Victoria isn't one to back down easily and decides to investigate further on her own. Meanwhile, Adam Newman becomes suspicious when Victor starts to make moves that affect the family business without any explanation. Victor has always favored keeping Adam on a tight leash, but now it seems he's maneuvering something that could either be a game changer or a complete disaster. Adam, ever the opportunist, sees this as a chance to either align himself with his father or tear him down, depending on what this secret turns out to be. As Adam and Victoria both dig deeper, they unwittingly set off a chain of events that could pit them against each other once again. Is Victor plotting a risky corporate takeover behind their backs? Or is it something more personal, something that could tear the Newman family apart at its core? Desperate Daniel. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Daniel Romolotti finds himself in a place he never expected: utter desperation. After months of battling his inner demons and trying to reconnect with his family, Daniel is now faced with a harsh reality that things may never be the same. His relationship with Lily has been on shaky ground ever since his return, and the weight of his past mistakes continues to haunt him. Next week, Daniel finds himself grappling with a decision that could change everything. He's been working hard on a new venture that he believes could be the key to turning his life around. But as obstacles keep piling up, Daniel begins to question whether he's chasing an impossible dream. To make matters worse, a series of financial setbacks threaten to derail everything he's worked for. Desperate and feeling the pressure from all sides, Daniel reaches out to his mother, Phyllis, for help. Phyllis, always ready to fight for her son, offers to step in, but her involvement could come at a cost. Phyllis has her own secrets and schemes that she's been juggling, and Daniel soon realizes that accepting her help may pull him into a web of deceit that he's been trying to avoid. Lily, seeing Daniel's downward spiral, tries to offer her support, but her own life is in turmoil as well. With Billy Abbott once again causing trouble and old feelings between them resurfacing, Lily finds herself torn between helping Daniel and protecting her own heart. Will Daniel be able to pull himself out of this desperate situation, or will he spiral even further into the darkness? Two big returns. As if the drama in Genoa City wasn't enough, next week we'll see the return of not one, but two familiar faces. And both of them are set to make waves the moment they step back into town. First up is none other than Chance Chancellor. After being away on a mission that took him out of Genoa City for several months, Chance is back, and he's not alone. Chance's return raises eyebrows when he shows up with a new partner in tow, someone he met while overseas. This newcomer brings with them a mysterious past, and their arrival will have lasting implications for some of Genoa City's residents, particularly Abby. Chance's reappearance also forces Abby to confront the unresolved issues in their marriage. Will Chance and Abby be able to pick up where they left off, or is their relationship destined for more heartbreak? The second big return comes in the form of none other than Chelsea Lawson. After taking time away to focus on her mental health and rebuild her life, Chelsea is back in town, and she's ready to reclaim her place in Genoa City. Chelsea's return couldn't come at a more complicated time, especially with Adam's life in a state of chaos. With Adam juggling his ambitions at Newman Enterprises and his complicated relationship with Sally, Chelsea's presence is sure to stir up old feelings and old grudges. Chelsea, however, isn't just returning to cause trouble in Adam's life. She's also laser-focused on her son, Connor, who has been struggling in her absence. Determined to be a better mother, Chelsea is ready to do whatever it takes to help Connor, even if it means confronting painful parts of her past. But as Chelsea settles back into life in Genoa City, she quickly realizes that moving forward won't be easy. With so many unresolved issues lingering between her and Adam, as well as her complicated history with Billy, Chelsea finds herself caught in a whirlwind of emotions. As the week unfolds, it becomes clear that Chance and Chelsea's returns are more than just a trip down memory lane. They're the catalyst for new drama, and their re-entry into Genoa City will send shockwaves through the lives of those around them. Final thoughts. Next week on The Young and the Restless, secrets, desperation and returns collide in a way that only Geno City can deliver. Victor's mysterious new secret threatens to upend the Newman family once again, while Daniel's downward spiral brings him to a breaking point. And with the returns of Chance and Chelsea, the past comes roaring back, forcing old wounds to reopen and new alliances to form. Buckle up, because next week is going to be one wild ride.